viewers, it's Mark from Truth Seeker, and I'm just looking at one of the new pictures that came down the other day. Look at this thing. I mean, NASA has just made this almost unbearable to really get almost anything out of these pictures. I mean, there's pieces missing. There's pieces, I mean, they're really sending stuff to the back, you know, blurring it, adding, chopping. Like, for instance, look at this one piece. Look at this. See this? This does not belong here. Maybe one block over or something. But the problem is what they're running into, and the people that know and follow this stuff know that they're getting close to a point where either we gotta have a rover failure or somebody's gonna mention something. Because, I mean, you just look at this. There's a wall here. Here's, I don't know what you would call it. I mean, to me, I'm just gonna say street sign, but it's probably a marker. Who knows? There's a wall. See how the wall comes up? It's cut here. There's maybe a block on top. Look at this. There's a giant head. Here's part of the top. See where they blurred it here? Looks like a giant statue head that fell over. This, I think, to be our hands holding something coming out. There's the mouth. There's one of the eyes. There's the nose. And see how they blurred this? This looks like stairs coming up. See how it is? 1, 2, 3. It's like stairs walking up onto. I mean, whatever happened here was bad. It was really bad. You know, when I see this, you know, it's like what happened in Pompeii. I mean, anybody that's traveled the world and knows, that's studied a little bit, or just knows a little bit about a little bit, knows what happened in Pompeii, and it was just horrible what happened to those people. I mean, some of them are frozen in lava in time, you know. It's just horrible. And when you look at stuff like this, you can only imagine the chaos that must have ensued there. You know, you don't hear a lot of people talk about that, but it's always on my mind, you know. I mean, I've known for a long time that there's something up here, something happened up in Mars, and for whatever reason, our government just can't talk about it, and NASA can't talk about it. You know, maybe someday we'll know before we die, but, I mean, when you see stuff like this, I mean, this is just not nature, these walls, you know. I mean, yeah, they take stuff like this and blur it and move blocks over and move pixels over and compress it, and, you know. Yeah, you know, it's blurry. You know, we can kind of get the idea of what's going on now. And to me, it's kind of sad. Because every once in a while, I do think it pops into my head, the chaos. How many must have died, you know. But, I mean, you can see there's stairs. I mean, there's not much NASA could really do with these pictures. There's just weird stuff. I'm just going to call it weird. I mean, it looks like something's buried. But this just looks like a giant. See how they blurred? They pixelated this piece right here. But you can kind of get the idea. There's the eye. There are other eyes under there. If I lighten it up, you can see it. There's the nose, the mouth. It looks maybe like two hands coming out. In the base, and it's probably right here on the corner of these stairs. I mean, some of this looks like foundations. I mean, these, whatever hit it, the force. I mean, it's just a pile of rubble. I mean, the force must have been unbelievable. I mean, this kind of looks like a statue that's blurred out. I mean, you can see where they just made it invisible. They just brought the background forward. They just added this stuff here. You can see the outline. There's something there. Just look at this stuff. But that's what I really wanted to just get out there right now. I'm going to do another update. I'm going to really pick through this thing, but just imagine walking over here, coming up these stairs, seeing these giant statues. There was probably a building here. Looks like maybe a foundation in the back. Just imagine that. I'll give it a quick, once over so you guys can get just an idea of what's here. I mean, this here is blurred out, whatever this thing is. I mean, it's not a rock, that's for sure. There's like some piece of machinery here, more pixelation. This is that weird stuff that they add. It's supposed to look like sand. I don't know how many of us believe it's sand, but I guess they don't get the hint. See this stuff here? There's something under that. It's just... the past week I've been digging through some of my files and stuff and going through and made a couple videos, and it's just, there's something happened there. Some of the stuff looks strange. Yeah, I'm not right about everything all the time. I make mistakes because, hey, I'm not there. I don't know. I can't tell you. But what I can tell you is some of this stuff is very strange. I just have to point out one real 100% anomaly to you, and it changes the whole game. You have to debunk, the debunkers have to debunk 100% of them. And to me, it's impossible. You look at stuff like this, looks like it's got a hole all the way through. Look at this strange thing. It looks like it's painted on the top. See where NASA blurred this? NASA blurred this right here. Look at a block on the bottom. And they blurred this back here. They blurred all of this. All of this is blurred and pixelated. All of this. They blurred it. It's just all a little strange. Look at this stuff here. They really blurred this and doubled it up. Look at that big double. It's, to me, it looks just like a double. And for people that are new to my videos, I'm using a handheld. I don't get into how I get these pictures, make these videos. I do nothing to manipulate the picture. I just adjust it, that's all. I don't manipulate anything in the picture. I just adjust it so that I can bring out some of the stuff that's blurred. Like this thing here, you can see where there's probably an eye. There was another eye here, but you see what they did to it, how they blurred it. They bring all this junk in, this fake sand. The people that know what I'm talking about. I mean, if you're new, just check out some of the videos that are on the internet. Like What's Up in the Sky 37, OlympusSky, MarsAnomalies. Just check out those guys. you'll see what we're talking about. It's not just me. And look at this strange thing. You can see there's all types of carvings and stuff in it. I mean, it's just there, you know. Look at this thing. It's up in the air. But I used a handheld, and I apologize that I got to keep moving it. But if I stay in one position, all these lines in the screen are going to come out. So how it works, I have no idea. But I'm just able to get a little bit more. I have software, video capture software, and I just don't like what I'm getting. So I mean, it looks good to me here, but on YouTube, it's just not. I don't think it's a fair representation. Now, some of the guys that are running Apple systems, I think it runs a little better, the video capture software. But, you know, each to his own. I mean, there's a bunch of us doing this, and everybody brings a little something different to the table, which is great. This almost looks like it's got some type of color. What we're trying to do is just figure this out and get some of the truth out there, you know. Just trying to really figure out what's the stuff behind here, because we don't know. And look at this, got a shadow underneath. This is like a raised platform with something on it. You know, we're just trying to, you know, just figure out what's really going on. Why does NASA have to blur all this stuff? That's another one of our questions. That's all. That's all we're asking. We're not asking for a lot. We just, you know, we're just trying to figure out the truth. And why does all of this stuff have to be blurred out from us? You know, what's wrong with us as Americans that we can't handle this stuff? You know. And look at this strange thing. Let me just look at this. Alright guys, I think that's about it for this. If I find anything else, I'll update you. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, keep it positive. I really appreciate all the positive comments. You know, if you don't like this, or if it's not for you, hey, that's fine. No big deal. You know, hey, this is not for everybody. You know, there's things out there that are not for me, you know. It's like when I see people watching a soccer game and screaming. To me, I think they should be committed. You know, but that's just how life is. We're all different. Everybody's on a different path and journey, brother. All right. Peace. Truth Seekers out.